Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. So today I'll present a study titled Reading Difficulties Among Malaysian Undergraduate ESL Learners. So this research explores the challenges these students face when reading English texts and also their impact on academic performance and also language skills. So the main theme for this study is that it highlights significant reading difficulties among Malaysian ESL learners, including poor vocabulary, lack of interest, and also time and pressure. The main objective was to identify these challenges and also recommend strategies to address them. So the target group for this research was focused on 25 undergraduate students from a Malaysian public university. These students were taking advanced English courses, making them a relevant group for studying ESL reading challenges. Following that, the methods used in this study was a quantitative approach. A 15-question survey was administered to gather data about students' reading difficulties. The responses were analyzed using SPSS software to evaluate issues like comprehension, vocabulary, and also reading strategies and pressure. So there were several key findings that were revealed in which many students struggled to grasp main ideas, understand large words, and also deal with technical vocabulary. Poor reading habits and also lack of interest were also major factors in which 92% of citing these as causes of their difficulties. Time pressure was also another significant issue, in which 64% feeling they lacked enough time to read effectively. Despite these challenges, students employed basic strategies like rereading or summarizing to comprehend texts. So, in conclusion, reading difficulties among Malaysian ESL learners significantly impact their academic performance. Students should adopt effective reading strategies, while educators, on the other hand, must focus on improving vocabulary and fostering consistent reading habits. So, future research should explore digital reading environments and other factors influencing reading proficiency.
So let's start with the first author backgrounds, which is Eugenia Ida Edward. She's a lecturer at the Center for the Promotion of Knowledge and Language Learning, University Malaysia Sabah, Malaysia. During 2024, she studied Master of Arts MA in English Language and Literature at University Malaysia Sabah. And during 2010, she studied Bachelor of Education (PESL) Honours at Fakulti Pendidikan UiTM Shah Alam. The second author's background is Kamsilawati Kamlun. She's a lecturer at the Center for the Promotion of Knowledge and Language Learning, University Malaysia Sabah, Malaysia. She holds a MED DESL degree from UKM and BA in English degree from Utah State University, USA. And she is the co-author for Ready to Work English for Employment, published by Cengage Learning Asia. The third author, which is Wardatul Akmal Bin. She is a lecturer at the Faculty of Psychology and Education in University Malaysia Sabah, Malaysia. She currently works at the PSST, University Malaysia Sabah, and also she holds the title of Director Center for Internationalization and Global Engagement. And the last one is Shalsta Sherilyn Geoffrey Pudin. She is a lecturer at the Center for the Promotion of Knowledge and Language Learning, University Malaysia Sabah, Malaysia. She currently studies at the University of Queensland, Brisbane, Australia for her PhD in School of Language and Comparative Cultural Study. Now let's look at the article history. This article has been received at the 11th September of 2021, have been revised in 10th October 2021, accepted at 15th November 2021, and have been published at the 30th November 2021. This article has been published in International Journal of Education, Psychology and Counseling, IJEPC, and you can search this article at www.ijepc.com. The main issue raised by the authors is the authors believe that Malaysia's ESL students' inadequate reading habits, specifically in reading English texts, lead to poor vocabulary development and difficulty in generating ideas. They argue that students who do not engage in reading English texts will struggle to understand the context of reading materials due to lack of linguistic expertise. As a result, they tend to lose knowledge and develop a dislike for a foreign language, which can affect their comprehension, communication, and academic performance. The article stressed that the absence of consistent reading exposes students to a limited vocabulary and restricts their ability to understand and use a broader range of words in both written and spoken contexts. The last one from me is the language styles written in this article. The language style used in this article is academic style. From the aspect of vocabulary, the vocabulary used in this article is formal and precise, which term language ability, reading comprehension, which commonly used and discussed in academic and educational contexts. In the term of sentence structure, the sentences are relatively complex with multiple clauses and connectors. And the last one is in terms of citations and sources. As we can see in this article, they include the citation. For example, VACA 2002. This is a key feature of academic writing that we can see in this article.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Zulfarhan bin Muhammad Fazil and I am presenter 3. Today I will be presenting the evaluation of content for the article we reviewed. Let's start with the strength of article. The article had a comprehensive research design with specific objective which made it easier to evaluate the outcomes. Next one, it used a quantitative method to ensure accurate and reliable data collection and analysis. It's also used SPSS software which also added credibility to the result. The last one was the use of visual aids like charts and diagrams which made it easier to understand complex ideas. Now let's look at the weaknesses. The study only included 25 participants, which is small sample size, so the result might not apply to everyone. The survey and tests used to collect the data might have response bias, and some parts of the methodology, like how other factors were controlled, weren't explained in detail. For the methodology, the study focused on 25 Malaysian ESL students in advanced English courses. These students completed a 15-question test to identify their reading difficulties. The data was analyzed using SPSS, and the research explored problems like comprehension problems, limited vocabulary, lack of interest, and reading pressure. Lastly, the study examined two types of variables. The independent variables were factors like vocabulary knowledge, reading habits, and time pressure. The dependent variable was the level of reading difficulty, measured through test scores and survey responses. This helped the researcher to identify the main causes of reading challenges among the students. Thank you, and I hope this gives a clear overview of the article.
Assalamualaikum to my dears and all. My name is Nur Hamra Sakinah binti Saidi. So today I will cover the last part of our presentation, which is the overall evaluation of the article. Let us see the implication for teaching, learning and understanding English. In teaching, the article emphasized the needs for educators to adopt strategies that directly address students' reading difficulties. Educators can focus on activities like reading, summarizing and predicting text content to help students improve comprehension. For learning, students must take an active role in improving their skills by practicing regularly and seeking out engaging materials in English. Next, understanding equips educators with valuable insight to create more effective learning environment and tailor material to meet students' needs better. Ultimately, this finding can inspire practical improvement in teaching strategies and learning approach, making English proficiency more attainable for ESL students. Moving on, for the improvement, future research should consider expanding the sample size with more diverse population and additional factors such as family background. Next, we suggest that the researcher use a mixed method approach, as it includes the survey and also the semi-structured interviews to explore students' thought, emotions, and attitudes toward reading in English. Lastly, we should also explore modern digital reading habits and how technology impacts comprehension, as the primary article only focuses on linear reading. Reflecting on this article as a group, we have learned that reading proficiency goes beyond technical skill. The study shows that reading is not just about technical ability but also about students' attitude and interest in learning. A positive mindset and supportive surrounding can significantly improve proficiency. We've also learned the importance of motivation and interest, especially for students who lack interest in reading, as they are less likely to engage with that. Lastly, we noticed that the role of personalized teaching is significant, as each student has unique challenges with reading. To conclude, we'd like to leave you with a question. How can we, as educators and learners, integrate effective learning strategies into classroom to make English learning more engaging and impactful? That's all from us. Thank you.